If you want to buy a home in New Jersey in 2025, that's probably why you clicked on this video. It's been a rough go. There's been limited inventory, high interest rates, so you've been up against it. Maybe you've been in the hunt and you've lost a lot of bids and you got bored or tired or you wanted to take a break. But if you want to win in northern New Jersey specifically, you can never take your foot off the gas. You always have to be ready and you always have to be looking because houses aren't going to last more than a week. So if you don't see them in the first week, it's gone. It's not going to last. So this is why you need to be prepared in all ways. Here are the best steps to make sure that you're prepared to find that home that you want in 2025. And you need to start now, even if you want to buy in the spring or the summer. And remember, the more homes that come on the market, the more buyers are waiting. So we are expecting inventory to come up a little bit, but that just means the people that have all been on the sidelines, like yourselves, waiting to try to get that property, they're going to be raring to go when the properties start coming. And I can tell you that now I'm recording this on January 10th. It is already starting to pick up dramatically from where it has been during the holiday season. So things are looking okay. They're not going to look great compared to years before, but let's get you prepped for buying your home in 2025. If you haven't done these things, these are things you want to focus on to build the foundation of your home buying journey. One, you need to find a lender, need to get pre-approved so you know exactly what you can afford and how much you want to spend. You can talk to the lender about what that monthly payment looks like for each price point. That will also depend on your taxes, but you really want to be lined up to know what you can spend and what you want to spend because that's going to help your real estate agent show you the right properties so you aren't wasting time looking at properties that either you can't afford or you don't want to pay that much on your monthly payment due to the taxes and the price. You also have to remember in northern New Jersey that the list price is not the sale price. Whatever you see the list price as, in a lot of markets, you're going to add at least 100 grand to that, literally at almost every price point. In some markets, you're honestly going to see prices that go 500,000 or more above the list price. That's not an exaggeration. It's the way that things work in northern New Jersey. Some properties are just priced low on purpose, but some there's so demand that people are willing to go up and get it. So first you're going to get that pre-approval lock-in with a lender that you trust. Don't do this thing where you're shopping rates with everybody. You need to pick people you trust and stick with them. The more you're wavering on your partners in the transaction, the less chance you have of ever winning. Nobody wants you to get an offer accepted and then switch lenders. That's a material breach. You could get kicked out of the contract right then. So build the trust now. Your second layer of trust, obviously going to be a real estate agent. You want to do that due diligence in advance. You don't want to use your cousin Freddie. Freddie doesn't know what they're doing. They do one transaction a year. No matter how many transactions a year the agent that you're using is doing, you want to make sure they understand the market. They know the other agents, so they're able to communicate effectively. They understand the process of how it works in northern New Jersey with all the multiple bids, and you want to build a relationship where you know you can trust them. One of the best ways of knowing that you can trust a real estate agent is they're not going to tell you to buy every house that you see. Good real estate agents are not stuck with commission breath. They will tell you this isn't what you want. You told me that you wanted a two-car garage. This is a one-car garage. It doesn't even look like a good fit for one car. You want someone who's going to push back against you. If not, you're looking for an echo chamber, and that's going to eventually get you in trouble by having an agent who just yeses you along. So if you line those two things up, you're in great shape. But the third part of the equation is to pick three towns. I've said this many times before, but this is redone for 2025. If you're not down to three towns, it's unlikely that you're really ready to buy a home. Because how can you be willing to buy a home in five or six towns? It just means you haven't studied the towns or you don't know them well enough. You should want to live in three towns at the most. If you get priced out of those towns, then it's of course okay to look below that into different towns that are nearby, but you really want to match your price point to inventory expectations. And remember, don't base it on the list price. You need to base it on sales that have sold so you can see what the real sales price for these properties, depending on the beds and the baths that you're looking for. If you do those three things, lender, real estate agent, choose your neighborhoods, you're ahead of about 80% of the home buyers in the market. And the other thing that you need to add to that is you and your agent need to be on a daily search. A good agent is going to keep you apprised of a daily search without putting you on an automated feed because that will just send you a bunch of garbage, which is a waste of your time. You want a real estate agent who knows exactly what your buy box is and looks for it every single day. Because in this market in northern New Jersey, if you're not paying attention, a good house is going to come on, you're going to be away for the weekend, you're going to miss it, it's gone. Maybe it was the one. You have to be an everyday looker. You want to do that through your agent. Your agent has to be the everyday looker. Your agent's job is to become your real estate brain and send you the properties that will work and occasionally send you a couple that, hey, is this close? Maybe you're interested in this. You don't just want a robot or else automation can take the way and will waste your time the whole way. So if you do all of those things, you'll be in great shape to buy in 2025. But keep in mind that there's extremely low inventory still. The reason why that's the case is because sellers own their houses right now at very low mortgage rates, some under three, some in the very low threes. So if they sell a house, great, they're going to do really well because there's low inventory, but they usually have to go buy another house. So when they go buy another house, they'll be in the same boat as you, which is high sixes to low sevens on a rate. So they'd be trading out of a very low rate at three into a new rate of seven and also likely paying up to get the house. So that's why a lot of people are staying in their homes, creating a low inventory cycle now. But there's still a lot of people that have to sell. There's a lot of house flippers and builders out there that are putting new products into the market. And just remember that in northern New Jersey, you have to go up to get the homes. You're not getting things for list price unless it's just artificially overpriced, which is pretty rare. So keep all of these things in mind. Set yourself up to be ready for the journey. You don't want to be looking at houses on a weekend and not have a pre-approval because you're going to need to get that offer in right away. You don't even know if you like your agent. Remember now, you can't just go with any agent at any time. You need to sign a buyer agency agreement, whether that's a one-off or one time, which is a terrible idea. You want to be able to just sign a buyer agency agreement with an agent that you trust. You can always revoke that agreement at any time, but just remember, nobody can see a house now in any state based on the new settlement without signing a buyer agency agreement. You can go to open houses on your own that are open to the public, but even at those, the people that are hosting the open houses will make you sign a one-off agreement. So some people think it's a good idea. They're going to try to do the transaction themselves. It's a horrendous idea. You won't be able to manage the process. Attorneys aren't built for that. Attorneys don't look at the homes with you. They manage the process after that's happened. There's no way to even go to inspections if you don't have an agent because the listing agent would have to open up for you and sit there. It's not a good use of their time if they're not getting compensated as well. So if you're looking for real estate help, you can always reach out directly to me. You can go to our website at streamlined with a D properties. There's a tons of resources on there. And honestly, whether you work with me, my team, or anybody that I know, you just want to find an agent that you can trust. And if you find an agent that you can really trust, then you're going to be in good shape as long as you do these other things. Get yourself pre-approved with the lender that you trust, find that agent that you trust, make sure that you've narrowed it down to the 3 towns, and that's going to set you up for a great 2025. I wish you the best of luck. I'm Jonathan Green. My team is called Streamline Properties. Have a great day.